Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his house. Bring another great edition of Black Ops from the box, cause you know it's hot. This is part 2 of Jammer vs. Sensor. Basically showing you the same exact map and going at it in a different direction using the jammer and showing you how you can use the jammer to defeat sensor setups. Now, before I go on, because this is a long video and we'll have plenty of time to talk about it, I want to go over this LGU position thing. Now, I was looking for LGU position manager and I asked everybody to submit a video. Now, the thing is about this is if you are a person who is applying for a job, and this goes for anything in life, if you lose and you don't get the position, the best thing you could do is be graceful in not getting the position, because you never know when the position opens up. You don't want to be vindictive and send me an email and be like, you know, I know you're not about the community and you're out for yourself, but before this contest is started, you know, I don't have to explain this to people, but I find it necessary because the majority of the people out there are very young and don't understand the politics of life and applying for jobs and being considered as a value asset to a business or a corporation. So the point being is that if you don't get the position, you don't sit there and turn around and badmouth these people after you did not get the position, and before that you were all in their face and appreciative and tiptoeing around them and subscribing to them and making it seem like you're the best thing since sliced bread. That only validates the reason for not choosing you and making you look like a very bad person. So the point is be graceful. You know, if the position comes open again in LGU, then I'll be looking for new people. But as it stands right now, CRS Films, he's been following me since day one. The guy's, you know, always been a loyal follower. He's been good to me, and I'm giving him this opportunity. I put him in my sub box. Check him out. If you want to be part of LGU, then go see him. Ask him to be on the part of the team. Get your way in that way, because if he can't handle it, then you'll move into that position and maybe you can. So anyways, I don't want to cover that too much more. Let's go ahead and get on with the game. So, now, you can see, I'm back in the B section. Now, I covered this in the last video, sensor video. Yeah, A, B, and C. Now, this video is a little bit skewed because at the end, I made one mistake and, you know, we could have won the game, but it would have been really, really close. But I was trying to make a point with the jammers, and that just cost me the game, and so it only lost by a couple points. But you'll see the crazy score that I got, and how terrific the jammer class works. Now you see here, I have the AUG, the jammer, Ninja Pro, or not Ninja Pro, Ghost, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Hacker. Now, the thing about this is that I use Sleight of Hand because I'm in the middle building and I want to hold down the middle building, and you see I laid down the jammer. Now what the jammer does, it covers a farther circumference out from the point in which it's planted, meaning that if somebody's using the jammer, it'll disable their jammer and it'll disable the claymores twice the distance of a sensor. So what you want to do is you want to lay the jammer somewhere where they can't see it. And you see right there, they called in UAV, but because I have the jammer on, they can't see where to come in at the building to take me out. And if you don't have Hacker to see the jammer, then you won't see me. So now I become a nuisance and an annoyance, and now they have to change their game plan. And what this does for my teams is it gives them the opportunity to advance and capture the flag while they're dealing with me. Now here I just call in the chopper, you know, and do my work as I usually do. And right here, and here's the thing: when you're running solo, which most of the time I do, you see I'm trying to pin them down into the A flag so they can't. So these people get the hint on my team to go over there and take flag B, which they don't do. As you can see, there's no red diamonds by the B flag, and I don't know what my team's doing, but I pin them down into A. And here's another trick I want to give you. If you guys have got the helicopter out, pause between your shooting, because a lot of times people will think the helicopter is going away, and then that way they'll come out and you can kill them. So I got a couple easy shots in here, but my main objective is to take that B building and use a jammer. And now you'll see a lot of times when they're coming out of A, they're going to lay down the sensors, and I jam the sensors, and see that whole circle locks that position down, and they really don't know where I'm at in the building. See, here's a sensor. I lay down the jammer, it blocks the sensor. Now watch, you'll see it like frizzing up. They don't know I'm by the flag. I'm right there on top of them. So that's the difference. Now if I didn't lay the jammer down, they wouldn't have known that I was there. Now I didn't know that guy was there because he's got ghost on. I don't have a sensor. I'm only jamming and going where the sensor's at. The jammer is just as productive as the sensor, if not more. Because here's the great thing about the jammer. If you use the combination of, probably one of the mistakes I made in the game is probably not putting on a silenced silencer on my AUG, and that was probably one of the mistakes because it gave away my position. I mean, there's no point of using ghost if you're not going to use a silencer on your weapon. But I wanted to make this video just to show you that you can still achieve good scores and be a big part of a productive team player on your team. Now, whether or not you get the help is to be seen in who you're playing with. Now, understandably, all the games that I usually post on YouTube are of myself, so these are raw examples of what can work at the highest level by yourself. Now, the jammer is very productive. Like I said, the jammer is twice the distance of a sensor. It blocks everything. It blocks, jammers block sensors. Jammers trump sensors, trump claymores. They trump mostly everything in equipment that category. Now, the part about it you have to realize is that you have to have situational awareness of where to put a jammer and when to use it. Like right here, I put down the jammer, put it in a different place. See right there, that guy, he didn't know if I was where I was at because the jammer stretched out the whole building. So basically he was just, his head was on a swivel. I think, and that's another thing, you can lay the jammer down when somebody calls in. When somebody calls in an SR-71, just lay a jammer down, and then basically the person doesn't know. And the best way to hide yourself against the SR-71 and you got jammer is lay jammer down in a 2-story building. They don't know if you're upstairs, they don't know if you're downstairs, they don't know if you're outside on the ledge of the building. So that's the importance of a jammer. It's just like your little buddy, just like the sensor. You carry the jammer with you. When you hear UAV or counter UAV, let them see you. Let them see the little arrow. Use it as bait. Then they come in, they lay down the jammer. Like, damn, I just seen him. I know he's in this building somewhere. You know where they're coming in, but they don't know where you're coming at. And this gives you the advantage. Now, the great thing about the jammer is that if you're running it jammer with hacker, you can see the sensor at a distance. And you have twice, like right here, I have twice the distance. I should have laid it earlier, and I would have been able to take that guy out. But that's something you have to get used to. You have to be able to just lay the jammer down. It goes twice as far as the sensor does. So before the sensor can even see you, you can knock out the sensor with the jammer, and they don't even know where it's at. Because a lot of times when people are running the sensor, they're going to be running like maybe second chance. So they're not even going to see your jammer. And they're going to be like, well, what's going on? I don't understand it. So that's the important thing. You want to run ghost, you want to run sleight of hand, because you want to be able to hold down areas, take out multiple targets, or deal with multiple people that are coming after you. And then you want to run hacker to see the opponents that's running ghost with the sensor. That way you can block them, take them out, and then jam the area where they're at before they come and attack you, and you could take them out. So that's the great thing about it. You can achieve great scores with either kit, and either, I mean, like I said, there's no counter for jammer slash, I mean, if you're really good with the jammer, there's no counter for the jammer. There's no counter for jammer. Well, there is one counter. There's only one counter. You got to run hacker. You get half. There's only one counter. See, that's the difference. There's only one counter for jammer, and that's hacker pro. That's it. There's two counters for the sensor. It's hacker pro and jammer. There's only one counter for jammer, and if you get really good with a jammer and ghost and you rush, that's it. There's no way they can counter you. They have to run hacker. That's the only way they'll be able to see your jammer and to know where it's coming at, and because if you're within inside the green circle like I am now and they run SR-71, if they come in that area, they can't see you. There's the end of the game. I made one mistake. I should have took the flag and won the game for us, but this is just to point out center versus jammer. I think I went like, I don't know, 70 and something. I can't see it. Until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace!